Sometimes I feel I wanna hide, but that's just only in my mind. This funky groove just keeps me high. It brings me alive.
And maybe I'll wait for the rain. Get caught up in it, let my thoughts go. So many things on my mind. Get me back living high. Ooh, I think I'm feeling real nice. And give me that 35. And play me that 35. And play me that 35. I feel this 35. Can you feel this 35? I feel this 35. Can you feel this 35?
There's just so many ways to feel. Yeah, this is different, but it's made to heal. Just let this groove run through your mind. Let it get you high.
It's more than a moment, giving me life, the feeling of euphoria. The colors are flickering bright, and I'm here, got me going, and I don't wanna leave, keeping me here. And play me that 35, give me that 35.
I feel this 35. Can you feel this 35? I feel this 35. Can you feel this 35?
It's overwhelming and indescribable. I get stressed from the world, so I'm turning to all reliable. Bass, guitar, and some keys, even the horns takes me places in the fields of gold I can adorn. I feel at most peace I possibly ever been, especially in those moments where it's set for me to never win. Overcome the odds, expression that be my cause, and turning this energy to a round of applause. I sing in with the melodies, flowing vibes incredibly. 2 steps to shoulder bounces and rockin' steadily. Illustrate my thoughts with this pen to paint a better me. It's my escape of running this race to where the cheddar be. Now my emotions exploring all on the canvas, so even when I'm old, I'm still a man on the campus. Keeps me clean even when my thoughts is on the dirty side. That's why I'm baptized with blessings on this 35.
It's on my mind, on this 35. Let our thoughts just intertwine and fill up on this 35. It's always 35. This 35. Let our thoughts just intertwine and fill up on this 35. It's on my mind, on this 35. This 35.
Happy Tuesday. Thank you for joining me. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. Type some ones. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. Just type some ones. Type some ones. Let's make this happen. Let's make this show happen. It's going to be quick and painless, maybe not so painless. I just want to see a one and then we'll get going. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing okay today. Had a rough one. Thank you, Be the Change You Want to See. Thank you so much. So we're going to get started. I had a rough one today. Those of you who work with children, you know, they can definitely pull out a lot in you, man. Stuff that you would think that you would never experience. Children can pull it out. They can pull out the good and they can pull out the bad in you. You got to have an amazing amount of patience to work with children. And we're going to deal with patience because some people don't have patience and they don't have good thinking skills and they don't use their listening ears. But we're going to get this thing going. What's up, Samuel? What's going on, James, my boy? What up, Mike? Right, I'm in this thing tonight. What up, what up, what up? What up, Scoot Nice? Hey, man, hit that link, man, if you want to join on. This is going to be a good one. Let's get started. First things first, I've been seeing you guys posting about this Sierra thing, and I'm just going to leave something really, really quick with you. Y'all been going at each other about this thing. Oh, why y'all worried about what Sierra wore? I'm not. What up, James? I'm not. But when I see this, I'm like, oh my God, what is this? What's going on here? As you can see, she got a gazumbas out and everything else. And I'm like, oh wow, okay. When I see stuff like this, it really doesn't bother me as much. You know, some people were mad. They were saying, oh my God, this, that, and the other. But I'm going to tell you what I really think, right? My only issue with this is he represents something that I represent. We're both supposed to be believers. And I'm just thinking, just for me, you know, if you're a believer, your wife should represent that. And my only issue with the whole thing has been she's a representation of you. And if this is the way she wants to purport herself to be, and you're saying you're a believer, it does not look good for you. That's my only thing. As a believer, your wife is a representation of you, and you're a representation of her. And you should always carry yourself in that way. If we're representations of Christ, we're representations of the church. It seems like we haven't been representing Christ and the church very well. We've been doing like a horrible job. And this is not to knock her. But here's another reason. Y'all know I talk about like hooking up and not hooking up like you think, just hooking up, relationships, attracting and being with other people or being with people you're trying to be with. And I'm thinking, I've been seeing some of the posts from women saying, oh yeah, go get it, girl. That's me. If I can't be with a man that can't accept me this way, see, it resonates. And that could be a problem. That could be a problem, especially for men like me. I like modest dressed women. I'm not going to show what Savannah James wore, but that's okay. You know, she had the gazumbas, but she had them intact. You know, you're going to dress elegantly. Trust me, I played at these things before. But when I see, you know, you coming out, you might as well should have taken that off and just had your drawers showing. I mean, everything else was out. And I'm just saying, I'm thinking it's just a little bit too much. It's just a little bit too much for me. So you can't make this up. Hey, Trina. So that was my biggest deal with that, okay? Now, let me bring this up to you. Let me see if you guys would do this. This man spent $10,000 for a girl he met on OnlyFans. And all he got was a hug. 1 month later, she took the money that he gave her and went on a trip with her actual boyfriend that she had the entire time. This actually is he's definitely the donkey. He's the doofus of the week because there is no way, fellas, you shouldn't be paying at all. Your money is your money. She should not benefit from your money until she is your wife. Just like you shouldn't benefit from the things that you find valuable in her, vis-a-vis her body and her womb, you should not be able to enjoy those things until you are married. You're giving her $10,000 and all you got is a hug. Bro. You took an L. You took an L, dude. She's resourceful. No, she played it. She played it right. She played it right. But without further ado, I know why you guys are here. You ready to get this thing going? Let's go. I'm ready. I just had to do those couple of things. That Sierra thing doesn't bother me as much. I don't like the fact that we argue about it, though. I don't like the fact that we argue about it. I don't like the fact that people are calling people goofy and lame and everything else. I don't like that. You know, people gonna say things about it. She's a celebrity. She's out in the limelight. She's living a life that you don't live. That's true. And you're living a life, and some of you ladies, you're not gonna be with a Russell Wilson. Hopefully you never get with the Russell Wilson, because you should be with a man that has some structure and order. Amen lights. So preacher's going wild. Y'all, I'm like my Ali shirt, Muhammad Ali, that's my favorite boxer. He's the greatest, not Floyd Mayweather. But anyway, and not Mike Tyson. Not. But anyway, preacher's going wild at 64. A day later, 64. And I know why you guys are here. You guys want me to talk about this situation that just happened, and it just happened again today. And it's continuing to happen. It's going to happen until someone does something about it. Now, let me ask you a question. Shouldn't bishops step in, real bishops, like the overseer bishops, the older, the guys at the top? Do you think they should step in at one point and say, hey, y'all need to get this stuff together? I wonder where they are. Because when I see stuff like this.
This week was a week of hell. It was hell! I never knew I could go through so much hell, Trina. It was hell! The woman from Atlanta that tried to come in between me and my husband.
Pause.
That tried to come in between me and my husband. This woman says she's a prophetess. And she got a word from my husband. I said, no, you ain't got a word for him. You got a word for us. Natasha Davis. I told you, I'm not your typical first lady. This first lady fight. And if I catch you in the street, I warned you. I warned you. I'm a Brooklyn chick. That'll never change. I'm just an anointed Brooklyn chick. And I'm coming for that ass. And I'm coming for that ass.
What?
And I'm coming for that ass.
Go ahead, Mr. Marcus. Mr. Marcus.
And I'm coming for that ass.
Oh, y'all, listen, I have so much fun doing these edits for these things. It's just so funny. That thing on pause just it drives me up a wall every time. That's a pause. I'm coming for that. Now, actually, that's something that I would want my wife to say in the most plausible way. My wife saying that. I'm like, wow. Thank you, James. I'm like, dude, I love doing the edits because it brings it so much, because you like, wait, you need to slow this down. I'm coming for that tail. I'm coming for that tail. So we're going to go to the theater in a little bit because there was more. See, I wanted to be fair to those of you who are watching this and you are fans of her. I wanted to be fair. I wanted to share what was said in context. So if you're going to be with me, we're going to try to get through it. And I may be doing some skipping or whatever ahead because it's quite a bit, because she went on with it. It was crazy. So stay with me. We're going to try to get through this thing real fast. But some of you didn't know who Natasha Davis was. I had to run a search. I've never heard of her. My friend Sumo, I asked him. He lives in Atlanta. I said, do you know her? He said, I don't know her. No, sir. Don't know her. Hopefully he's here. I'm seeing if he's here. If he's supposed to, I'm supposed to have a guest tonight. Let's see if he joins me. But anyway, let's show you what she looks like. This is the woman she was coming for. Some of you fellas, calm it down. I know you ready. You definitely, you like, oh my God, she's beautiful. Oh man, I know you seeing this woman and you just like, whatever. But I'm like,
Nigga, please.
calm it down. That's not what we hear. This is what she looks like. This is one picture, right? Oh, they some bullies, James. They some bullies. But check this out. This is another picture of her. She's sitting on the steps. She is a very, very, very nice looking lady. She's very nice looking. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to disrespect, what's her name, Miss Prophetess Gooden. I'm not going to do that, Pastor Gooden. I'm not going to do that to her. I'm not going to show her picture. I know some of you want me to go in on her. No, I'm not going to go in on her, but I will say she does demonstrate some manly. She comes across like real masculine. And y'all know, if you watch my platform, you already know how I feel about that. I don't particularly care for that type of woman. And most men that are professionals and out here doing their thing, they don't like it either. But anyway. Oh yeah, dude, music DT. I'm with you. That's why she be pissed. But let me ask you, fellas, and I'm gonna go here right now. For the men that have transgressed against thou wife and girlfriend, even though you can't cheat on your girlfriend, there's no papers, but we ain't doing that tonight. We're not doing it tonight. But those of you who have stepped out, let me ask you, and those ladies who've had men or you've stepped out, let me ask this question. Did going and being this way, being rambunctious, cantankerous, and, really combative, right? Did that stop them from stepping out on you? Yes or no? Real quick, yes or no? Did it ever stop somebody from stepping out on you? Did doing that stop that man from going out there? Did doing that stop that woman? Man, I'm going to beat his tail. I'm going to beat him down, man. He ain't going to do it. It never stopped them. Them cheeks, they're going to get clapped. That man is still going to experience the new thing I got.
Do you have it?
They still going to get the guts. It's not going to stop it. I know from experience it's not going to stop it. You can say all the wonderful things and everything else. If they made up in their mind they're going to go there, they're going to go there. So you acting like this in the mic is just not going to change anything. But I don't want to get too far ahead because we got to get to the comments. But here's the thing. It wasn't over. That's why we're here. Listen, it's not over. Because in case you didn't know, she came back and said this. Well, it's going to get funny because, yo boy, I can be real savage when I want to. But here we go. She posted, no, not you, move. Where you at? Right here. She said, I said what I said. And, she had her people liking it, and it was 29 shares. But here go your boy. He is still going to clap her cheeks. If anything, you just accelerated it. Something tells me this isn't the first time, or second, or third. You doing this all wrong. Handle him. You wasting energy going at the chicks. Also, insecure, emotionally charged, undisciplined people are not fit to lead. But I'm going to leave you to it. You seem to have enough people to follow you off the cliff. I'm inclined to let you all tumble off. Yo, boy, I can be real savage when I want to be in a more sophisticated and educated way. I have to show my masters. But that's my thing. It is not going to stop him from doing it. It didn't stop him before he got with you. So it's not going to end with you doing this and I'm coming for your, and we know how that's going. I'm coming for your tail. I'm coming for your tail. I'm like,
pause.
No, you not. You should only come for your husband. But hey, I didn't want to go there tonight. I didn't want to go there. I didn't want to go there. But I'm here now. And so you had people always. She was posting people who was defending it. Check this out. This dude, Harry Revis, man, folks are so fast to pass. Wow, Jesus. Judgment on someone. Pastor Jamila Goodness said what she said, okay? She's bold enough to say what she said openly. What y'all doing behind closed doors? Are you financially supporting your children? Are you beating your spouse? How about gossiping? Oh my God, you never know how you'll react in the midst of an issue. Okay, I'm done. Just reading some of these posts with an S, posts. Shaking my head. Cry harder. Cry. But I'm going to tell you something.
If you think I'm here to play around with y'all, God on that.
Because I'm not here to play. Nobody's casting judgment on you. When you do stuff in the mic, in front of everybody, you don't need people to judge you. When I'm judging you, that means something I may not even know. I'm just putting this out there on you. You literally was in the mic in the house of God, and you said to another believer that you was going to beat her tail, and we don't know why. Well, I do know why. I do know why. I mean, for what? And so you had many people out here. Check this out. The thing is, Natasha Davis better listen to God and you. You can't make this up. She need to stay away from sinning against you. This was a warning, and she need to take heed. God is not mocked. Who are we calling God here? See, this is what I'm saying. You are putting these people on pedestals that they don't belong. You literally put this woman on a pedestal with God, not knowing, listen, we all got dirt. I know I got some, look, the bones literally crawling, grabbing my ankles like, shut up. But at the very end of the day, we don't defend. You should not defend. I love why I play it. I love Bishop Hudson. But if he did something wild, he gonna make it on this show. He knows it. He jokes with me about it. You better believe he gonna find his way on Preachers Gone Wild. Here's another one. I'm a little ghetto myself, Lord. Oh, Jesus. I think these lights are killing me tonight. Y'all forgive me. I'm gonna use my preacher's towel tonight. She said, I'm a little ghetto and I'm a prophetess. Y'all understand this. Now, let me ask you this question. Well, we can leave the ghetto. We already know what that's about. I mean, for crying out loud, that means you probably one of these. But anyway, with my temper, I might have did, oh, Jesus, oh, God, might have did the same thing. We're human. And like the Bible, like I think the Bible. What you mean you think the Bible say you're a prophetess? You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. Ma'am, now hold this L. You just jacked up all day. Let he who was out without sin cast the first stone. I hear that too much. Everybody's with sin, but you use that as a mode of deflection. You don't use that as a mode to teach. So basically saying, let me sin and leave me alone. And here's the thing, she really didn't sin. She just was incredibly inappropriate. I wouldn't say she sinned. But anyway, leave pastor alone. She know the word, if God wants to deal, oh Jesus, he will. Got it. We got another one. Check this out. I stand behind you. We stand 10 toes behind you. And who gonna check you? These leaders be getting it bent and twisted. You got to check them and stop them. What? Wait a minute. She says she's tired of these fake preachers. The comments kept coming, people. They kept coming. Here's another one. I love me some Pastor Jamela. And here's another one. I absolutely love you. I watch you, but real being real. But she said, I'm praying for you. She said it was wrong. But see, yes, Pastor, I know that's right. Pastor said what she said, and we stand behind you. Yes, with boldness. These are the comments. I keep telling y'all, the comments, where you find the gold. When I go to a post, I always go to the comments. I immediately go to the comments because that's where you're going to see the temperature of the room. You're going to see who her followers are. You're going to see how she responds to the followers. You're going to see all this stuff in the comment section. Don't go by the video. Go by the comment section. And sometimes in the comment section, you find other things, right? Here's another comment. I got time today for you trying to come for my pastor. Stay in your lane, steady driving in the wrong lane, and that's how accidents happen, moving right along. You can't make this shift up. These people are insane because nothing she said, look, no, what the proper response should be, she was wrong, everybody, but no, it should have started with her. And I did speak in my tongue. Listen, it should have started with her saying, I acted inappropriately. I let my emotions get the best of me. And this is what happened. I'm sorry. It will not happen again. And y'all just keep praying for me. And then leave all the I'm human crap out of it. We know that story. Just say, I'm sorry. Forgive me. I acted out of character. Well, maybe this is your character, but nevertheless, I acted out of character. It was ungodly. It was not indicative of what I should be. And then if people come in your comment section like they will do, coming at you, then you will say, okay, y'all beating it. Don't come for my pastor. She just said she was wrong. But that's not what's happening here. She came back and said, I said what I said. We're going to get to the theater. We're going to move. I'm moving. Then it was some people who took it a step further. They said, Prophetess Natasha Davis, that first lady said it's on site when she see your, where you at, my boy, where you at? Where you at? No, not hold that. No, where you at, Kevin?
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
You can't make it up. This is literally said about another prophetess. We don't need the world to tear us down. We do a pretty good job of ourselves. We do a wonderful job. We do it thorough than a mug. We do it thorough. We thorough with this mug. I'm looking at this stuff. I'm reading this stuff, and the first thing come to my mind.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Something ain't right with some of y'all. Something not right. It gets worse. Because some people, they actually don't really care for this woman. I actually had to do some research tonight. I did a little research, but you know what I found? People actually had some things to say. You probably can't see that really well. Okay, I'll make it better for you. Here we go. Let me highlight it for you. Listen, it says there, now you can see what was written. She said swung over at Bubba Belly. Oh, Jesus. This was the most savage, and it got worse. I'm not going to even tell y'all where I found this at. It gets worse. It was horrible. I'm not dealing in gossip here, but check this out. It says their relationship lives for social media, and they love drama. Jamila used to comment on Calvin's pics. Calvin is her ex-husband, by the way. But listen to this. This is the part that you need to hear. Every time a woman complimenting him, making it clear that he's married. The women weren't even trying to get at him. It was just general comments. And that's how I know she was controlling. So she used to do this to her last husband. If somebody said he was nice looking, if somebody gave him a compliment and whatever, she would literally get on there and say he's a married woman. So we don't know. Now let's get to the point that Derek needs to make right quick. Akashapasata. What is my point? But my point is very simple. Should I wait? Do y'all want to see the video? Because it's a full one. Let's just go to the theater. Y'all got your popcorns? Let's go to the theater. Let's go. Let's go. We're in the theater now. Have a seat. Have a seat. Y'all that watch me regularly, you know. Find a seat and sit down. Let me know you got your popcorn ready. Y'all ready for it? I got the whole thing. Now, let's do this in context. Let's see if we can move through this thing fast. One thing that I do want you guys to know is the D. Hearn Show and my people that watch, my friends that watch me, my crew that watches every week, we are objective. We will listen to both sides. We try to dissect, and a lot of times people send me stuff from Preachers Gone Wild. I usually just get that clip. And so if it's something that I feel like I need to delve into and really, really dissect, I'll go try to see if I can find the whole thing. And then I'll try to analyze it. And then we just usually have a conversation here, right? But we have the full segment here. First time ever. Larry Reed, you should hit me up. I can work for you. We can make some money together. But anyway, here we go.
I'm going to give you my testimony. How many had a week of hell this week? Stand up. It was hell. It was hell. I never knew I could go through so much hell, Trina. It was hell. It was hell. It wasn't just a woman from Atlanta that tried to come in between me and my husband. And she said, and I go, so listen, when you hear and you cough, don't cover your mouth. Just let it come out. Let it come out. This is the Holy Ghost dwells here. This is the type of church it is. I understand allergies, but I understand the spiritual realm. Let it come out. Let it come out. You got to release it. Let it come out. And so this woman says she's a prophetess. And she got a word from my husband. I said, no, you ain't got a word for him. You got a word for us. The spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophet.
Stop. Now we're going to be doing this. Okay. Just real quick. If you fellas, you with your girl, ladies, you with your man, a prophet comes and says, I have a word for you. Even if you're married, do you say that to the prophet or do you allow them to speak or whatever? Really, just be honest. Type it in the comment section real fast. If this was you and a prophetess, if it's a man, or a prophet, if you were your girl or your woman, would you let them speak to them? Or would you act like this? Okay, Natalie says she would allow them to speak. I know the strings. I want to know. I usually, y'all know, y'all watch. I usually try to shoot them some money and say, let me know who they are, and I shoot them some money or whatever. I'm not going to do that because you entertaining bull. Blah, blah. The prophet needs to speak. Allow them to speak. Okay, see, we are all on the same page. Because I'm thinking if it's my wife and the prophet comes to speak to her, I mean, now, if the prophetess is attractive, and it's your man, how much wiggle room does he have? Do you let them walk off or do they have to stand in front of you? If you're a man, some 6'3" nice looking man come walking up to your woman and says, I have a prophecy for you. Would you like to speak? Are you allowing them to go off in somewhere where they can speak, like, you know, maybe not in another room, but say for instance you're in a church and they just go off to a corner somewhere and you can see them, but they clearly are off in the distance. Would you allow that? Yes or no? That's what I want to know. Would you allow that to happen? That's what I want to know. Okay, she said, stand there. I like Lynette. Stand there. I like Lynette. That's funny. Okay, James says he got to see what he needs to say right in front of me. Okay, so you do have a red line. You say, okay, you're not going that far. You're not going to pull it off in the Covey Cove to happen. Okay, I get that. Okay, God bless you. Let's keep going.
Natasha Davis. I told you, I'm not your typical first lady. This first lady fight. And if I catch you in the street, I warned you. I warned you. I'm a Brooklyn chick. That'll never change. I'm just an anointed Brooklyn chick. And
yes or no? Is this a little bit too masculine for you? Is she carrying on like a man right here? Yes or no? I'm going to continue, but to me, I just can't vibe. I think the biggest strength you ladies have is your femininity. I think you don't have to exhibit this raunchy hood, thug, manly kind of vibe. I just don't. I think your strength is in your man. Women control the room. Women control the room. I think women, when you and your essence and your femininity, and you walk in and you smell good, you confident in it, you can shut a room down. Men are not moved by your masculinity. We're not moved by that energy. We're just not. I keep saying that. But men do what men do. Here we go.
I'm coming for that ass. No. I laid it down, right? I laid it down, and so y'all.
Alvin, I'm going to kick you out my room, bro. D Dawkins, what's up, man? Alvin says she not even cute, though. I'm not going there. I'm not going. Don't do that. I deal with words. Y'all wilding tonight. Ooh, Jesus, y'all a tough room. Here we go.
Okay, I know I'm gonna be in trouble. I know I'm going to Cleveland, but I had to protect my household. I don't play with my husband. So. You can't say I did. This brother in the back, what's up, son? How you doing? He stood up. He's like, yeah, I like her. She said, you see the realness in me? Nah, I'm real all day. The only thing fake is my weave and my hair.
And your nails and your eyelashes and everything else. You built for it tough. Oh, Jesus, I wasn't going to the roast room. I'm sorry. Jesus, forgive me. But I'm trying to go here tonight. Here's the problem. If you're going to call me out by my name, you're going to say I tried to wreck your house, and you then said you're going to put something on my aspirations. You're going to come for my aspirations when I think you should be coming for your husband with the U and not the no. But if you're going to say all this, at least tell the people exactly what happened. Put it out there. You left us thinking that she just said she was going to give a word. Then you said she was trying to tear up your family. To this point, you have not told us what she said. You should have said that before you said, I'm going to beat your aspirations or I'm going to do all of this. That's the way if you're going to go thug, go the way. Go all the way. You talking to a reform thug right here. Some of y'all, you can hear it in me. If you're going to say, I'm going to beat your aspirations, at least have the decency to tell me. You put it all on camera. So now you got everybody looking at me side-eye saying, hey, you got an aspiration whooping coming. So at least tell the people what I did. In what way did I come for your husband? In what way did I try to tear up your family? See, the problem is, a lot of us, we go to church and we're so enamored by what they say. We're so enamored by their ways to twist words. But you don't use your brains. A lot of people see me looking down. Sometimes I'm in my phone researching. Sometimes I'm listening. Sometimes I'm not. But I'm researching. I'm going through the scriptures. I'm breaking down what you're saying point for point. But the first thing, and when I saw this clip, the first thing that entered my mind was, why haven't you stated what she did? Before you said you was going to beat her aspiration. No, you was going to come for her aspirations. Now that's, for me, that's just too much. That's just too much. You exhibited
emotional damage.
We don't know what happened. Her husband was attracted to, I'm reading your comments. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to read your comments. Exactly. Leaving out major details. Correct. She went too far. Something bad was about to happen to the lady. She could have been held accountable. Consider her platform. Okay. I want to, so do I, James. You said she built like Buster Duck. I'm going to kick Junior, somebody, my moderators. Junior Bryson needs to go. Junior, what's up, my boy? But I love Junior, man. That's my dude. He sends me content, so I love him even more. Let's continue.
Real good, bald-headed. So it wasn't just that. There were things that happened before she decided to be ignorant. And I said, what is going on? It wasn't just that. It was stuff coming from everywhere. I get in my car and I said, I just want my mama. Have you ever just wanted your mother and she's deceased and you can't get to nobody? Okay. So what I did is I said, I need some answers because I was already going through, and then that happened. And then after that happened, another. And everything that was connected to me that brought me joy came under attack. I go over to West Virginia and I lay on my mother's grave because I said, Ma, I'm going to jail. And this time, this ain't jail, I'm going to prison. Do you know there's a difference? I said, Lord, I said when I'm freedom. And then my uncle, who I went to go see, he says, he said, how you doing? I was with my cousin Sharon. He said, Sharon, you married yet? Sharon said, no. Then my other uncle, Mitchell, said, are you married? She said, no. He said, oh, how y'all doing with the curse? Hold on. Y'all saw it. Just let me talk. Missy, I said, what curse? He said, you know a witch put a curse on the women in his family. I can hear Sharon say, yep, yep. This woman tried to come between my great-great-grandparents. And because she was not successful, what she did is she put a curse on the women in my bloodline.
Stop. Real quick. Before I continue, let me ask this question for the believers. Is it possible for you to have a curse on you when you have been redeemed by the blood of Jesus? Is it possible for any witch or warlock to cast a curse on you and it take hold to you if you are covered by the blood of Christ? Yes or no? That's what I want to know. Because I'm from the school of thought, I'm not scared of the devil because you can't harm me. There's no curse you can put. Now, you can curse the ones, maybe the cursed ones you got around you can attack me or attempt to attack me, but you physically can't put a curse on me. You can't. I don't believe you can. So I got some believers in the room. I don't think you can curse. I don't think that. I don't believe that at all. Thank you. Okay. So I'm not alone in that. Okay. God bless y'all. Let's continue.
I knew that back in the day, there was a man that put a curse on my aunt, Queen Esther, my grandmother, on her daughter because he wanted to marry her and she was too young. So he gave her something to drink. They went to the hospital and inside of her stomach were snakes. that in the water he put snake eggs, really small reptile eggs. And
Stop the cap.
We just believe everything, don't we? I do. I believe, listen, I believe some wild stuff can happen. But I just don't, I'm not buying this. I don't see this happening, y'all. Am I the only one? Please say cap. Hashtag cap. Hashtag cap. Hashtag cap. If you with me and you're saying you don't believe it, hashtag cap. I want to see that. Hashtag cap. That's what I want to see. Vante, listen. It gets better, y'all. It's going to get better. Thank you. Hashtag cap. Thank you. That's what I want to see. Stop the cap, man. I want to listen. When I was watching this, see, y'all don't know the preparation that it takes to do these shows. But when I was putting even this little one together, I was like, dude, you freaking kidding me? Hold on. I need to hook up something. Hold on. Whew. Man, listen. This thing almost cut off on us. I might need to go get my charger, y'all. Because I have a GPU unit over here, and it usually powers up my Mac. I don't use a plug when I go live because the GPU, my techies, y'all know what this is. So let's just hope. Let me see what my power is. Hold on. I think I'll be okay. I think I need to cut some things off. Hold on a second, y'all. Give me a second. Y'all literally seeing me do a production right now on the live show. I need to close you out. Okay. Go away. I need to close some apps before my battery just goes. I'm silly me. I didn't even think about that. Okay, let's continue, y'all.
she guzzled it down and got a parasite. See, y'all, I'm just not cute. I know the spiritual things of God. And so all of these things my uncle began to remind me of. And I felt the weight. I felt the weight. I went to the hospital. Look, I said, I'm going to the hospital. I told Fred, I'm going to the hospital. Because
Whoa. I like this comment. Look at this comment. He says, wait, could it be? Where is it? I like this comment. It says, it could be that the prophecy was given was accurate and she didn't like what she heard. I didn't think about that. That's something we need to consider. That's something we can consider. Dude, you might have touched on something. You're absolutely right. Thank you. Wow. But here we go.
To have a nervous breakdown. And people was coming against me. I had women calling my phone talking about when we catch you. I mean, it was getting bad. Y'all know what I go through. And I said, I'm going to check myself in. Because I be doggone if I have a nervous breakdown. Hold on. I was in a hotel room. Y'all know, you just gonna have to beat this out. I carry this.
Steven, you right.
I carry that. I love them. I love ammo. I love ammo. I like the AK-47. I do.
Ma'am.
I'm that type of chick.
Ma'am.
Right?
Dude, fellas, if she says she like AK-47s and she's a woman, run, bro. Run. That is not the type of woman that's the type of woman you want in the car when you going to roll out on somebody. But see, if you a Crip and you a Blood, this is the kind of woman for you because she gonna ride, pass a shotgun and she gonna spray. But this ain't the type of woman I would say, hey, I got my rifle ready. What? Is this what we saying? She like AK-47s? You can't make this up.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
You just can't make this up. You can't. Lord Jesus. Fellas, run.
So I'm sitting down, and in my room it's going. As I was driving, I saw this thing. It was like a horse. It was golden, and it was going. As I was driving, it was going from lane to lane to lane. And the Holy Spirit said, pull over. I pulled over and I started going. And I began to breathe. And I saw this horse. I said, I'm done. I got out the car. Y'all saw beautiful scenery, didn't you? Did anyone go on my page? Wasn't that beautiful?
Bye,
It
Felicia.
was nice, right? Shireen, wasn't it nice? Shane, wasn't it nice? Wasn't it nice? It said jump. While y'all was enjoying the scenery, I was contemplating jumping. Hold on.
Can't make this up.
It said jump.
D, you gonna get D.
And y'all
D
was
is
going,
on
oh,
one.
that's nice, Pastor. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's gorgeous. And I was fighting for my mind. I got into my hotel room, took a deep breath, and went in my bag. My husband called me. He said, how you doing? I said, fine.
What? Wait. I'm confused too. I don't know what she. Be the change.
The Holy
Wait, hold
Spirit-
on. Y'all wilding out in this conversation. I'm looking at this and I'm reading y'all comments. Y'all listen. I'm loving it, but y'all wilding out in these comment sections. It's just rolling up. This is crazy. But a lot of you are saying good points. You're all over the place. And at some point, you got to put a point on it, ma'am. We trying to follow you, but let's go. How did we get from, I don't know. I understand, kind of. You know, she's saying she went through a lot, she's going through a lot, and this was the last straw. But,
begin to speak to my spirit. The Holy Spirit began to speak to my spirit. I don't know what y'all looking at, because I'm here today and I'm fine. And I'm telling you, you don't think I understand what it is to be overwhelmed. You don't think I understand what it feels like. I'm going to lose my mind. You don't think I understand. You think I'm sitting up here cute and all strapped up inside. It's the power of the living God that activated my breakthrough. So when I stand up here and tell you, it's going to be all right, you better understand they all things work together for the good of them who love the Lord. So let me stand flat-footed, 10 toes down, saying I'm gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy. And so, when I tell you, ladies, you don't think I understand what it is to be overwhelmed. Dominique, you don't think I understand what it is to be in a fight for your life, because you feel like you're going to lose your mind, but you don't want to say nothing. You don't think that I understand. No, Trudy, I understand. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. I said, take your hands off my mind. 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 I will live and declare what the Lord says. I will live. So let me say, live, baby, live. 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 Live, baby,
stop. Let me ask a question to my musician friends. Is it difficult to play in a situation where you know you may not agree with what's going on, but you are hired to play? We understand that there's a spiritual warfare going on. Most musicians, believe it or not, are spiritual. I know a lot of you don't believe we are because some of the ways, you see things happen and you hear the rumors and some of the things we deserve, some of the criticism. But we are spiritual, and unfortunately, we see everything. And we feel everything. We feel the emotion in the room before you do, oftentimes. But I'm asking my musician friends, is it difficult to you, as it is for me, to play in situations where something is happening that's so disturbing that it drives you up a wall? How do you deal with that? Because this is a conversation that musicians, we could have a panel, because people think we just up here to play. We are the first thing you hear and the last thing you hear in most services in the Black church, especially Pentecostal charismatic churches. We experience things that you will never understand. And somebody like me, if you're new watching my platform, you're pretty much picking up a good vibe from me. It is incredibly difficult for me to do that because the inner part of me is telling me to stop. But the part of me that's hired that needs to support my family, if this is a way that I'm making money to support my family, is taking ownership of what I should be doing. And it's a battle that goes on between me and what I should be doing and what the Spirit is telling me I should stop. There's a battle to sit here and play in this atmosphere. It's real. I wanted to say that so you guys can understand the battles that musicians go through, which is why you look at musicians, you say we don't praise. You say we don't lift up our hands. We don't get in the glory because we feel all the fake that's in the audience. We see the fake that's in the audience. And some of you, we experience the fake that's in the audience. And so how can you expect us to worship when you're not there either? So you want something from us that you're not exhibiting. And we know the emotions. We control it. We control the emotions. Without the musicians, you wouldn't cry like that. We're the ones. You hear this music playing. Some of you feel it right now. Those same musicians, if I could talk to them, would probably be like, man, it was crazy. This real for us. I don't know why I wanted to go there with y'all, but it is. It's real for us. Y'all need to understand that. We're not just your toy to just play. We experience things that you will never even understand. I just want to bring that to y'all. So shout out to the musician, you did your job, but I know there was an inner conflict here. Unless you were one of the people that was okay with it. Let's continue. I agree with you.
Live. I said, ain't nowhere in the world I'm leaving here. I want to see my Savior. And I ain't going to forfeit my opportunity to mess around with some Negroes. I'm going to live because I got a husband. I'm going to live because I got a daughter. I'm going to live because I got a son. I got to live because I got grandchildren. I got to live because I got people I got to leave. I got to live. And God said, God, look, watch it. He said, congratulations. You passed the test. Because when the enemy want to take you out, God says, if you trust me, somebody take the baby and let her get a breakthrough. Go on and take the baby and let her get a breakthrough. I'm being transparent because I'm trying to save somebody's life. I'm being transparent.
And here's the crazy thing. In the Black church, we get so emotional. Once we get you to that emotional height, we can take you wherever we want to go. And I'm speaking from a musician, a singer, prophetess, prophet, preacher, teacher. Once that emotion is there, we can take you wherever we want to go. To me, it's like a form of hypnotism. Because once I got you at that height, when you like this, boom, I can take you wherever I want to go, no matter what. That's why some of you fall when they lay hands on you. You're already hypnotized. So you're already there. So they know no matter what they do, you're going to fall. It's hypnotism. Emotionalism, it just leads to this. We are too emotional, but we're not empowered. We don't know nothing. Some of us don't even know 16 scriptures. We know the same ones, but what about the new ones? Amen, lights.
Hey, Fred, that I'm trying to save somebody's life. Live! Yeah, get hard. Live! Yeah, get lonely. Live! 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 It's hard, ladies, but live! It's hard, ladies, but live! You don't know what to do. Live until God tells you your next step. Live! Live. Yeah, ladies, you think I don't understand? You think all these bundles and makeup, and I'm sitting up here? No, I got struggles too. And let your pastor be the first to tell you, if I can make it, you can make it too. Live. Check out the see. Check it and see. Go to let it out. Check out some more. Yo, this is a deliverance ministry. Let God work. 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 Live, ladies. I know it's hard. Live. I know you're struggling. You don't know what to do. Kim, you don't know what to do with Trinity. Live.
She started laying hands. I actually edited this part out, so it's going to skip.
That's it.
That was a beautiful edit. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You don't think I know? You don't think I know? Katie, move. Touch her right there in the pit. You don't think I know? I know it's a hater right now. Very excited. Well, you're going to be good doggone bad. Because God is doing something great in my life. And you just helped the situation.
Boom.
I'm gonna
Somebody
live.
else said it. Y'all remember, I covered this earlier. James Jr. Bryce, they were both married when they got engaged, which is probably why she went off. But I'm waiting to get to this point because it's coming. It's coming real soon. But I wanted to get the full context because we could get the clips when it was cut away and everything. You getting the full what actually happened, what was said, in what order. So what's so bad about this? Oh, she missed it. She missed it. She missed it. Somebody needs to bring.
I'm a man,
I can't
Bridget.
spell your name. I can't
I'm a
pronounce your
man.
name. Or if
I'm a man.
sorry, I can't see. But
I wouldn't give.
said what's
Listen,
bad about
listen.
this. Stop.
I wouldn't give.
She said, "What's bad about this?" Somebody need to bring her. Could somebody please tell Miss? I can't pronounce your name. I'm gonna post it so people can see it. She said, "What's bad about this?" She's coming in on this part. This is the ordinary church. The emotionalism has kicked in. You missed the first part of this that led to this. So we're in the hypnotized part. We're in the trance. The finish him. Do I have that up? The finish him part. The finish him. I don't even have it, man. Derek, you got to do better. Derek got to do better. Derek used to have the finish him thing when I could finish him, but it's not here anymore. Oh, well, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Those niggas the satisfaction of a doubt. I will live.
That's bothering me. I can't.
Live. That's right. Leave it right there. Live. Live. Yeah, it's hard. Live. I will not take a permanent solution for a temporary problem. Live. 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 All right, then live. Live anyway. All right, you might get evicted. Live anyway. Because God said as long as I...
Wait, no, it's forward, back, down, forward. Hey, that's what it is.
Finish him.
I found it.
I am breathing as long as I am breathing, as long as I am breathing. That's why I breathe, 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 breathe. is Jamila's husband.
If you gotta do all of that, that ain't your husband. That ain't your husband. You don't have to do all of that. You don't have to do all of that. You don't need to do that. You brought all this attention. And you still, listen, those of you who've been watching from the beginning, since we got to the theater, did you hear her even tell us what she did? Did you hear her tell her? Those of you watching, did she say what she did? We still haven't heard, ma'am, what happened. And you still saying that's your husband. But we don't know what happened. In what way did she go for your husband? Or are you worried that what happened with his wife? Ooh, Jesus.
Thank you. Now back to what I was trying to say. I know I'm going to get in trouble, but I'm going to whoop her ass. Oh, yeah, I know y'all ain't going to like me. I'm sorry, Joint College the Bishop. I got eyes on her. I got eyes on you, baby. When I see you, I promise you, I'm going to make Larry Reed again. And this time, it's because you got the...
I can actually stop it right here. I can actually stop it right here. Yes or no? Hashtag yes, hashtag no. Is this acceptable for church? Hashtag yes, hashtag no. Is this acceptable? That's what I want to see. So you got a room full of women. Apparently this is a woman's thing, I guess, whatever. So you got all these women that are riled up. So some of them did go home to a man, and he got all this masculine energy on her, and he's going to wonder, what the hell happened to my wife? What happened to my wife? What is going on here? No, don't do that. See, this is, look, no, wait. Y'all moving fast. Scooter, don't do that. That's not true. She shouldn't be trying to whoop nobody's. Now, let me tell you this. Those of us who have been in fights before, we know you ain't quickly going to walk up on nobody. We know, because that lady she carries, I went and seen some Natasha videos. She seems like to be a calm, collected woman. But them be the ones. You walk up on them, they be the ones those the ones. Those be the ones. Let's continue.
I ain't for everybody, but I'm for somebody. And y'all gotta learn how to protect your marriages. So I got home. And I got home. And when I got home, I went to a restaurant with my boyfriend. And when I went to a restaurant with my boyfriend, and it was time to pay the bill, the waiter said, somebody took care of y'all's bill already. And I said, okay, God. Now that's why I gotta be careful, because somebody gonna catch me giving somebody some.
Wait, what?
Especially when I get my Timbs on. And I said, so that couple back there, thank you for doing that, because you sold into our life. But see, God used you because you didn't understand. I felt gratitude. And because what the Lord allowed y'all to do, watch him move. Watch and see. Your struggle concerning property is not going to be a problem because of the seeds you sowed. Trust me, nothing's going to be a problem because what you did. You allow the Holy Spirit to minister to us, and and you didn't know we needed. And the Lord said, I'm showing you that I got you, but I'm showing you I will provide. But what I'm really showing you is that there are people who reverence the oil on your life. And thank you. So wait. So this week, I wasn't in a good headspace. I wasn't. I'm the type of person that the word of God said.
In these last couple of minutes, y'all, it's finna get really next level. Really next level. It's finna get messy. So y'all didn't hear these parts. Some of you didn't hear the parts that's coming up. In next couple of minutes, you about to hear something. Watch this.
This is mine, says the Lord. But I said, sometimes, Jesus, you take a little long. I need this heaven to get got right now. We going to land it in. Because the next time she got a conference, all the unity and CCM going to sit up there.
You can't make this up.
You can't impart nothing to nobody. You trying to break up a marriage. You prophet liar, you. And so I did some research on her. And she had a child that died. I said, I wonder why.
The lady had a child that died. And she said she wonders why.
You can't make this up. You cannot make this up.
You just can't make this up. Listen. Y'all didn't see this part. Some of you didn't see this part. You just can't, it's just way too much. And we still, after sitting through 20 minutes, we still don't know what she did. We still don't know. But wait, there's more.
You think that's something? Because the Bible said, touching on my anointed. And people got to be careful how they deal with you because you are God's anointed. And so y'all better take a page out of my book and live. The Bible said, be angry, but do not sin. And the reason why I ain't back in prison.
Whoa. Did she say back in prison? Maybe she mean jail. She said back in prison. I mean, what man in penitentiary did she go to? I mean, oh, Jesus. I mean, what woman's penitentiary? Did I say man? Bad Derek. I didn't mean man's penitentiary. I mean woman's penitentiary. Listen, you. Woo! That was, oh Lord. That was a little bit. That's gotta be jail. She gotta mean jail. She gotta mean jail. She gotta mean jail. That was crazy.
Or staring at the roof of the church because I did something stupid. It's because I said I'm gonna leave this to God. But it also said, leave a little. They ain't reading their scripture. Y'all didn't know. It said, leave a little, right? That means you handle that, and I'll take care of this. So I'm being. Hello, mother. I'm in the book. Yeah, I'm in the book. The Bible said that Jesus was a great teacher and a healer, but he turned over tables. So I'm in the book. Bishop, because he going to call you. He going to say, now, Fred, I'll see y'all in Cleveland. But what I'm being transparent because y'all got to understand that y'all got a leader that understands. Your leader understands. I understand everything y'all going through it. I understand. I understand all that. How am I going to lead you on something that I'm free? And a lot of you leaders, the reason why your church is empty because you're too busy being fake.
Yes or no? Is she right? Because you're being fake. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, it's a lot of fake preachers here, but it's a lot of fake everybody. And who determines the fake? I hear that fake word thrown around a lot, y'all, and some of you too. But what determines fake? But is she right here? Is it because a lot of churches are empty? After COVID happened, a lot of churches didn't come back as strong as they once were. Is it because they were being fake? Yes or no? That's what I want to know. But it didn't look like this church was packed either. So
this season of look, this is a different type of sheep. This is a Google sheep. This is a YouTube sheep. These sheep, they gonna know stuff. And so I praise the Lord, praise like God. I've given out to God who's the head of my life, and my husband. I thank God for my husband. You thank God for your husband? Okay. Well, he was thanking God for Bob last night.
listen.
I looked at a picture and I said, this is buffoonery. Fred, look at it. Look at it. Fred, look at it. And it was the same woman that told me her husband liked men. Sitting up there. I said, Fred, look at this foolishness. Why can't he just live his truth and stop this foolishness? Stop playing with people and just live the truth. Don't do that. Don't do that. You be who you are. That ain't my business. It's between you and God. You do what you want to do. Because you can't attack nobody that's living an alternative lifestyle because the bishop got a wife, a mistress, and a girlfriend. So don't throw no stones at nobody and you live in a whole glass house. And so I said, look at this. Look. I did. I said, this not right. Won't he be honest with this woman? Won't he be honest with her? And they were sitting up there with his collar.
She is going in on this lady.
I'm going to tell you, we going to get ready to go. Did y'all so? I'm going to say this one thing. Anybody need a church home? If you do, come up here. If you don't, let me finish my story. No, because come on, baby. We real pastors. Oh, gosh. Come on here. Come on here. Come on here. Oh, we must be doing something right. I love them glasses. You sharp, baby. You sharp.
It was another
She sharp. This
coming.
wife is coming, and I need you guys to come on out Wednesday night and on Sunday night. And I want you guys to understand something. I am human. We are human. We're human. And anytime you look at your leaders of not being human, you're wrong for that. You're wrong for that. And I laid the foundation, and I told y'all, if y'all see me on the street,
actually joined.
or you see me on the
They joined
news,
his
that's what
church.
she told y'all.
A man, it looked like his wife and his son, they joined the church. And she actually is like, "Ooh, you married? You want to be married?" I mean, it was just a circus. I clipped it out. It was not important, but yeah, here we go.
And she was going to give, she told y'all, I told y'all. So I laid the foundation. But what I want you to do is, I need you to work on you. Work on you. Worry about yourself. Because no matter what you're dealing with, ladies, I need every woman who is under the sound of my voice to bring a friend next week. Ladies, y'all go through a lot. And nobody gives you credit for your strength.
So, there you have it. You have watched the whole segment. The band was hitting. You watched the whole thing. So when you go and share with your friends, to those of you who are watching that may share it, make sure you tell them, I saw the whole segment. D. Hearn show, he aired the whole segment. Shoot me a link to the stream. It's in my, where are you watching it at? Because I actually posted it. Seeing. Oh, Sumo's here. Okay, I'm bringing you on, Sumo. Here we go. What's up, my boy?
My brother.
Uh-oh. Wait, did I kick him off? I'm not trying to kick you off, my boy. What's up? Let me go to my other show side. My boy. Say something so we can hear you.
Can y'all hear me? Yes, no.
Can y'all hear him?
Hello? Yo. Do I need to turn it up some?
Yeah, turn it up some so I can hear you. So somebody said this is her third husband. They say they can hear you, Sumo. But
Is
what do
this
you guys
better?
think? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Type it in the comment section. But Sumo, it's on you. Say whatever you want to say right now. I'm just gonna be silent. Go ahead.
I don't know where to start. I didn't watch I've seen the two clips and I did not see everything you put up tonight. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I think more than anything, I can't believe that there were people in the pews clapping. That's it's I think she's wrong, of course, but I think the pews are just as or more wrong. I'm gonna be honest about Sumo. I can't speak for nobody else. If I'm in your church and you doing that, I'm not even putting a finger up. I'm just gonna walk out. I can't do it. I can't, and I don't think it's a thing of being fake. I just think that the pulpit still should be honored. The church should still be honored. And I think it speaks, this clip and other clips, it speaks to the desecration of God's house over time.
Right.
Because that's what this is. Honestly, as much as we're talking about this, this isn't even enough. I don't know how much of an alarm we have to ring to let it be known that, hey, this is not okay. And I decided, I think it was the 48-hour video. I decided then, because I was honestly taught, I was taught that these things come in news cycles and in 24 to 48 hours, it'll go away. But I've seen my friends, those that are struggling with church, struggling with what we are accustomed to, are people that are not saved, that have been saved, they're new converts. I've seen different people in different levels struggle past the 48-hour cycle. So the cycle is over, but they're still battling with, is that God? Is that what every church is like? Hearn, me and you, we good.
Mm-hmm.
We done been to a million services. We know when the God is in the room and when he's not. We know when someone's operating in flesh and when we know, but how many people do at this point? How many people have been saved off of a TikTok and they're trying to figure their way around church? Somebody starts running around and they don't know what that means. Legit. And so for me, I decided after the 48-hour video that I was going to be more vocal about what was and was not God, so that the people that are trying to figure it out have an alert. This was not God. Also, how did you get to this during the giving appeal? We're supposed to be getting money. How do we go from money to I'm gonna catch you in the street? I just really don't understand how we go to these lengths to show our authenticity, our realness, that we're gonna be transparent. I, I I'm honestly confused, Hearn. I'm be honest. I'm very confused. I'm not okay. I'm not okay because I think that we're forgetting that we're representing God first. When we get behind the pulpit, we're representing God. Then we're representing our church, our ministry when we go online. And then we're representing bodies of believers everywhere. And it really is given we don't care no more. And that's weird to me, bro. That's weird. And I see this comment and I see other comments like it. I get it. We're broken and we're hurt, and mind you, I was ordained at the end of last year. Been serving in ministry um, from a heightened capacity over the last few years, and been working in church. My dad's a pastor, been working in church all of my life. My brokenness or my emotions or my feelings or whatever, the me part, when I decide to stand for God, is no longer relevant. It just is what it is. Whenever you decide to take on a yoke for Christ, that's what we call it, me no longer exist behind that podium. Now, if you want to have a singles class, if you want to do a podcast for relationships, if you want whatever, all those other things, then sure. Now you can open up to some other things. And the truth is, these sessions probably, if you're going to go that far off, these sessions probably don't need to be on the internet.
Yeah.
Maybe they need to be in a closed group. But you cut the full on purpose. This is not you just being broken. This is you cutting a full on purpose. Because before you opened your mouth, you told us, I know I'm going to get in trouble. You did this on purpose. And that's what we're seeing. We're not seeing broken people. We're all to an extent broken, whatever. We're not seeing people that are not healed. We're all to an extent not healed. We're seeing people that are deliberately being disrespectful and dishonorable behind the pulpit or in the church at large, whether it be to other parishioners or other believers or whatever. We're seeing people do things on purpose. And that's where it gets weird.
You said a lot, bro, and that's true. I agree with everything you just said. I think it's extremely important that we understand that what we represent should be greater than what we are presenting now.
Bruh.
I think that's my biggest issue. It's just that
Bruh.
we're just somewhere else where we shouldn't be. I believe it's going to continue to happen because nobody's being held accountable for it.
I agree.
And as long as we are continue to go down this whatever this is we're in, it's just going to continue because people want to clout chase right now. It's like what I can say to be the most controversial to get people to watch my next live. And I think Preachers Going Wild, we is 64. And I said, you were around when I started the Preachers Going. He was one of the first people.
Oh, Hern, you breaking up. Is it just me? Can y'all hear him? Uh-oh. Is it me? Hold up.
Check. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me now? Type in some ones. Go ahead, Sumo. I'll let you take it over right now. I'll just reset. Go ahead. You taking over my show. Can you hear me? Oh, okay, good. Okay. He can hear me. Go ahead, Sumo.
Y'all can hear me now? I was muted. My bad. Here we are. Yeah. All right. I'm personally still, let's do this because I'm personally still trying to work through this video and some other video. So here's what I'm gonna do, y'all. What are some of the questions that y'all have about this thing? And maybe we can work through this together. Anybody with a question, because I'm gonna be honest. This thing has me. What's up, Golden Man? So good to see you. This thing has me speechless. I'm not gonna lie. And again, for me, this is just for me. Yeah, what she did is out of pocket. I just can't believe it's somebody there clapping. That's the part. Why are you clapping? I truly believe we have to demand more from the pulpits around the country. It's just that's just what I personally believe. Golden, I think it's a regular church service. What's up, man? I think it's a regular. I think it was a regular church service. They opened the doors of the church for membership after what looked like a giving appeal gone left. I even when it comes down to preachers either not properly exegeting scripture. Let me use English. Not properly dividing the word and preaching opinion and using the word as fill-ins for what they feel. We have to demand more. That's just where I am. We got to demand more from the pulpit. And those of us that are in the pulpit, we have to look at our counterparts as I do and others look at me and demand more from each other. I can't let my friend go out there and give a lackluster word and then have to make up for the word that was not good by being transparent. I can't do that. I can't let you do that. I can't let you make up for a terrible, you didn't study, you didn't get your word together. And I can't let you make up for spewing nonsense with attacking musicians. I can't let my friends do that. I can't let my homie do that. I don't understand it. She didn't quote not one. None of the scriptures I heard were in context. I sat on the back. I sat on the backstage hearing, and I was like, "This is almost worse than her cussing."
Yeah.
I don't know what to make out of it. Somebody said, "I'm confused about why her husband." Hey, one of my brothers told me something one day, and it stuck with me. Deep call to the deep. If I'm messy, I'm going to attract messy friends. I'm going to attract messy people, which is why I guess people decided that was the church that they wanted to join.
Right. Right. That was the biggest thing. The people actually join, but we like mess. To be honest, we like mess. We're attracted to it. It draws us. I saw those people in that comment section actually saying, "Oh well, you're right. We stand with you." We stand with you. You were right. You said, and look, we've all been there. We've all been to a point where our emotions, may have gotten the best of us. But see, this is why you're called to lead. When you're a leader, you can't do what everybody else do. You can't exhibit that because people will follow your lead. So now what you're expressing and saying, okay, it's okay if you want to lose it, you want to become out of pocket, or you want to lose composure. It's okay. Leaders are judged by how they handle conflict and how they handle situations. So now you can't get up there and preach to people and say when you're going through, you let God fight your battles, but you just told everybody you was going to whoop somebody's aspirations for something you still haven't told us for what she did. We still don't know what she did.
We don't.
That's what I'm saying. And then
We
he got
don't.
up there. The part that really made me crazy is somebody that does that's a male advocate platform when I'm talking, relationship stuff. Not once did he take the reins and say, okay, you don't get that I'm a man in this. He looked real weak. And I don't care.
It's so
You
much
look
going
real
on.
weak.
It's so much going on. The heart of the issue is this thing should have never got to sis. That's the heart of this thing is it should have stopped with him. Or it did stop with him and she still felt like she had to say something. I'm just again, I'm so confused. Hearn, I'm gonna be 100 with you. Usually I have a lot of words, a lot of well thought words, a lot of well put together words, sometimes some big words. I have nothing.
You got about as much as I do. But I decided to do this live because people needed to see the whole context and how bad it got.
Yeah, it's worse.
She attacked this woman. She attacked her man.
It's worse.
Pretty much called him gay and everything else. It was just horrible display of leadership. It was horrible. And even in the comment section, she told one lady, get you a church and become a pastor, get you a church. Until then, basically shut up. Nah, bye, baby, bye, or whatever these colloquialisms they use that are nonsensical.
She did. I think because we're not just leaders. Right? The senator, that's a leader. The business owner, that's a leader. The president, that's a leader. The CEO of X corporation, that's a leader. We're not just leaders. We're leaders that represent God. Again, we don't just lead. We lead people to God. Right. And I think again, one of the, if not the biggest takeaways for me is this is not how we lead people to God. And because these videos keep coming up and people are like, oh, you just feel that way about that. No, I feel that way about certain things with me. Mm-hmm. Again, I'm a PK. I feel that way about certain things with my father. Mm-hmm. And we have those conversations. We can do this better. We could, maybe some different words, or we have the hard conversations because at the end of the day, we must lead people to God. We have to. Right. That's our only job. If you have this around your neck, you have one assignment: lead people to God. And anytime you're leading people to you, your opinion, your feeling, what you would do, how you would handle it, you're out of order. And for someone to turn around and say, I want to be a part of this church home, I don't know what you signing up for. Now, Hearn, here's where I turn the corner. I feel a little hefty now. Here's where I turn the corner, Hearn. Then you turn around and start talking about church hurt. What did you expect? When you walking into these environments and you see red flags, and the biggest red flag is thrown in your face, and that's where you decide you gotta don't even talk about the pastor needing the therapist. You need a therapist. You are not sanctioned to make your own decisions until you sit in a chair at least a few times. Because clearly, if you saw this and thought this was a healthy environment for you to go to God, for you to lead your family to God, for you to receive, to take this into your community, bro, ain't no way. That's not to bash one church to lift another church, because
Right.
I can promote quite a number of churches right now that are doing the work, teaching the word. They're empowering the saints. The problem with that is, while that just silently keeps on happening consistently, these moments keep happening very loudly. And it's weird, bro. It's like somebody joined the church, bro. Let's be real. She made a comment. She said that's why your church is not empty. No, the truth is a lot of people, their attraction inwardly is to nonsense. And so you just so happen to have what's going to fulfill their appetite.
Absolutely. They want
It
to be
has nothing to
entertained.
do with God. It has nothing to do. Matter of fact, most of the churches that are real, that are transparent, that are teaching and discipling, most of them, you're going to find members coming in and coming out. So you're never, those are the small ones. You're never going to see them with any more than 5 to 10, maybe 15 families. Maybe. I'm talking about the ones, they will take someone off of the street, get them saved, get them delivered, get them clothed, get them a job, and that person will move wherever they're supposed to be, move to another city, move back home, whatever the case may be. They're almost like rehab centers. And so what we do is we dog them out because they don't have numbers, but oh wow, they actually have fruit. Okay. They actually have people that have changed. Could it be that you have numbers because you're allowing people to remain the same in the name of transparency? I was just having this conversation. I'm passing back to you, Hearn. Transparency cannot be limited, at awareness. Just because you're aware of what keeps on happening in your life doesn't mean it's changed. And sadly, I believe that's where we are. Just as a people, we're in a place where, oh, I'm aware that this cycle keeps on happening. Okay, what you gonna do about it? I'm aware. That's my transparent. This is my story. This is my realness. This is who I am.
You left a post that said that.
This is who I am. This who I'm gonna be. Oh, okay, I got it. I understand. So where does how can I help you become? Now, this who I am. You gotta take me like this. You gotta love me like who I am. It's getting old.
It's been old. It's been old. You said something earlier. You said, I read a post. I don't know. I think it was you. You said transparency without testimony is
Bruh, what are we talking about?
You didn't bring a conclusion to it. You just put it out here. And that's what I felt like happened here. You brought it something to the attention of people. And what you did was you just left us hanging and you left us angry. You left us emotional. We had all the part. We experienced emotion, but there was no resolution.
None.
There was nothing to bring everything back to us and say, okay, now this is how you deal with it. And then you left something else and then you brought more mess. It was just crazy. And it's like the people that actually absorbed this, that's what I'm worried about.
Too.
Because this was like a women's conference. And then they went home to their husbands. So all this negative energy, these men who probably worked or whatever didn't go, it was a women's conference, they saying, okay, what happened? What was this? You see what I'm saying? So, and then you wonder why men, do I really want to say this?
Staying away from church.
You wonder why men don't come to church.
Yes, bro. Yes.
You wonder why men don't come to church. You talking about it's men there. Yeah, they're usually too old or too young. I'm talking about young, successful, educated, sophisticated men. They do not come. The numbers
that want a
support it.
woman. I'm gonna say that want a woman.
Well, no. We wait. Do I? You
No,
want
no,
me to
no.
do it?
Hey. That want a woman. The ones that want a woman.
It was a man of me for real.
I just
Look, that you need to do a larynx check.
like again, and you're absolutely right. You cannot and let me say this. Let me say this. What I'm not saying is, as a preacher or minister or clergy, what I'm not saying is that there's no room for that. That's not what I'm saying. What I assure you, most to all clergy men and women have those moments, have had those moments, and will have those moments. Are moments similar to whatever the experience is. The difference is we don't have those moments behind the pulpit. Hearn, that's not my place to go off. I'm be honest, Hearn. I don't think we can. I'm be completely honest. And I was having this conversation the other day. I'm be completely transparent. I don't know if we realize what we lost in the pandemic. Like, we were so energetic about, oh my God, the generals are changing and the gatekeepers are, you got to put yourself in position because the gatekeepers are changing. And okay, let's deal with that. These are the moments where the gatekeepers used to stand up and correct and rebuke and pull people back into place with love. These are moments where the Bishop J.D. Ellis's would get you together away from the camera. And you would come out with a nicely typed letter with a letterhead, a signature at the bottom. You would say what you were supposed to be doing, how long you would be off the grid, whatever the case may be. These are the moments where the gatekeepers, the generals, this is why they were so important. And now, in the most visible age of the church, we've never been this visible before. Before, you had maybe between 20 and 100 ministries, top tier ministries on TV. Now you got everybody that has some form of following, some form of visibility, some form of internet, whatever. You got everybody that has a voice. And you don't have enough people that have the weight to make the call and say, hey, this ain't gonna work. Not just this video, but the style of behavior that's been going on that made you feel like this video was okay. It's not gonna work no more. We gonna have to do something different. And I'm here to help you with that. And we gonna get this thing together. We lost almost all of them in the pandemic. We lost almost all of them.
We did.
So I think you asked a great question. The question is, how do we fix it? The answer is, the answers are sleeping.
Oh man.
I truly believe the answers to that question have gone on, bro. I'm looking around to figure out, it's two things. Who has the weight to do it and who has the will to do it. And Hearn, let's be honest, bro. Let's nobody.
They don't want to use them. They don't want to.
Nobody. Nobody's involving themselves with that. Yeah. Nobody. And so what you have now is you have a free for all. Everybody fend for yourself. I have yet to see a mosque go viral. Yet. bro, we on what? Video 2, 3 in the last month? I have yet to see a mosque go viral.
Yeah.
That's not to say that they're perfect. See, again,
no, they're not.
Again, that's not to say that they're doing everything right. That's not to say that their personal life may not be jacked up. What that is to say is they are respectful of their place to worship and their God that they serve. Why can't we do the same? That's all it is for me, bro. That's all. Bro. All of my life, I was scared to touch the pulpit. I don't know who else came from power. We had some power because in front of our pulpit, we actually saw people get healed. We actually saw people get delivered. We saw people come throw down their pills. We actually saw lives transformed in front of our pulpit. So we realized God lives here. I ain't gonna play with his stuff. I'm not gonna play where he sits. I'm not gonna do it. So I remember the first day my dad was like, okay, we gotta move the pulpit. We gotta move what? And I sat there like this and I prayed before I touched it. And every time since, if I gotta move that thing, I will pray. I don't care if I've done anything wrong or not. Because I honor this. I recognize that God speaks from here. I don't know if that means anything to anybody no more, Hearn.
It meant
God
something to me.
speaks from here.
Yeah.
But it's hard to honor that if when you get to talking, I don't know if it's you or if it's God.
Right.
God speaks from here, so I honor it. I honor it. And when I have to stand, I make sure that it's God speaking. Whenever he gets done, I am done. There's no room for me. And if I didn't study, I told my dad, I said, hey man, because when I started preaching a few years ago, my dad we would wake up Sunday morning and he'd be like, all right, you're preaching. Huh? So it got me in this habit where I had to throw stuff together. When my sermon prep developed, I needed more time than 45 minutes before service and before I got on the keys and before I started the live stream and before I got I needed some more time to put this. So I had a real conversation. I said, hey, I'm open to whatever you do. You're my father and my pastor. But please, I'm asking as a son, give me some more time so I can feed God's people well.
Right.
He started doing it. And I take it seriously. So I'm going to read. I'm going to get into research. I'm going to figure out when Paul wrote this, what did he actually mean? Who was he actually talking to? And how does that translate to Atlanta in 2023? I'm actually trying to make sure that what I say is in line with God's direct will for whoever's life is watching.
Right.
Anything less than that is a disservice to God. And it's a disservice to people. And as a person, if you can subscribe to anything less than somebody that decides to prepare themselves holistically to bring you to God, you don't care about your life. That's a rough statement, but it's very true. If you would go to somebody that's supposed to heal your body, but they just keep on telling you about what's happening in their body, you don't care about your body. Right. I didn't sign up to this to hear about you. I don't pay money to hear about your bones and your back. I did all this so I can get better. And if you're not helping me get better, I need to be somewhere else. Right. But the church is the only place, bro. But the church is the only place you cannot be good and have a job. Only the church. Only the church. Where else, Hearn?
Well, nowhere else. Yeah, you got to be trained. But something you said that I want to touch on real quick. A few weeks ago, I was asked to speak to the singles at the ministry about being single, relationships and single. And even though it was just that, to stand before, because they wanted me to stand behind the pulpit, and I didn't want to do it because I had so much respect for that position. And I wanted to just sit in one of the stools and just sit and just talk, whatever, to the singles. Man, they told me pull that thing up, pull the pedestal, the pulpit, the pulpit. You've been in Powers, man.
Yeah.
Man, I cannot tell you what that felt like. And I knew standing behind here with everybody taking their cues from what you were saying, that right there is of great responsibility. And it's a
heavy.
It's heavy. Listen, I have a totally different respect because that was the first, listen, I don't think you know this. That was the first time ever that I've actually stood in a pulpit at a church event and spoke to
Wow.
people. I'm used to
Yeah.
teaching, but I'm not used to teaching in that
Yeah.
environment. And when I tell you, it was then that I overstood the responsibility that
It's
it
heavy.
comes to speak to people. So people like you and my friend Cimarron and the other pastors, Courtney and Christopher, these other preachers that I admire, Sion Roberts, you know
Yeah.
Sion,
Yeah.
and Pastor Jacobs, I've known him his
Yeah.
whole life, Bishop Jacobs. These people that actually stand before, and of course, Bishop
Yeah.
Hudson, these people that absolutely have to stand up and preach and watch every word that you say, because every word that you say means something to the
People holding on to
that
it
are
like
listening.
this.
There is nothing. I don't think people understand. There is no greater responsibility
Bro.
to the body of Christ than that.
Bro.
None. And it amazed me. And I'm literally watching what I'm saying when I'm up there, and I'm not a preacher.
Bro.
So you can imagine what they feel, because it is a pull. It is a pull because they want something
Absolutely.
from you. And some people say your virtue, so you can feel your virtue leaving. Some people say that much, but I can feel the tug. And it's nothing to play with. And I just think that the ball was dropped in this regard. It could have been a great testimony, but you didn't have to go there. You could have possibly said somebody tried to ruin my marriage, but the enemy didn't prevail.
We don't even know that. We don't know that. You can't even prove that. You can't even prove that.
Well, yeah.
You can't even prove that.
It's I don't even want to know at this point. I think one of my friends sent me in my inbox. He said it was something else that happened, that she spoke on it. I really, at this point, one of my friends on Instagram said, you don't know the full story. I don't need to. Whenever you are in front of the mic telling people, I'm going to beat your aspirations, and you repeated it over and over again.
Aspirations is wearing me out.
I'm going to beat your, you said it. There's nothing else. I don't need the backstory.
No, I don't.
I don't need the backstory at that point. So I was like, man, look, I got to get you on here. And I was like, I'm glad that he actually took time, because I know it's after midnight there where you are. And I
told you I would.
I'm so happy you. Yeah, but I definitely listen. I hope you guys enjoyed Sumo. This is my dude. He definitely is around. He's so busy these
Don't
days.
do that. Don't do that. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Don't do this. So much going on. He's one of my favorite characters.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
A lot of stuff I know about video, he tell you. I ask him. He got the knowledge of it for real. He's very, very good. And I love him. This is my brother.
Yes, sir. Love you right back.
But when I do the sports show, I'm not gonna do it.
I already know. I'm here.
I got a sports show, man. I'm
here. I can't wait.
We gotta do something. Man, dude, what's tomorrow?
Thursday.
Dude, we gotta do something soon, because the NCAA tournament is Thursday.
This Thursday or next Thursday?
It's Thursday. The NCAA tournament is Thursday. It actually started today.
Oh boy.
So this sports show, that's the one.
That is the one.
That's the one.
That is the one.
That's the one. But listen, I'm about to jump off of here. Sumo, you got something else you want to leave with?
No, what you said was heavy, bro. Again, and it's a weight that I feel. I remember the night of my ordination. There are creeds that you have to say. There's oaths that you take to God. And I broke down like a baby just thinking about how my oath to God was going to affect other people. Bro, like, my body felt lifeless for a few minutes. I couldn't get off the floor.
Wow.
That's the weight of this thing. And I think, I haven't been in the game in that regard for a long time compared to many. I've been around ministry all my life again. But when you feel that weight, you can never unfeel it. And I just don't understand how people operate the way they do with that weight. I could never. I could never. I would have to leave it alone. I'd rather leave it alone and then just say and do what I want to do than to consciously say I represent God and show up in that manner. I I honor people too much. I actually love people. I honor people too much. I honor God too much. Because I've seen what he's done in my life, what he's done in other people's lives. So I actually honor God. And again, this does not mean I'm perfect. This just means that I'm postured that when I'm serving God, I'm serving God.
Right.
And I don't know how you can do the two. And I'm even if it's not pulpit ministry, even if it's medium, if I come into your church to provide media services, you would think I was there to preach because I have to conduct myself well. It's all a part of
Right.
ministry. If I'm there to play the keys or whatever, again, I'm conducting my. I'm not playing the keys and I'm trying to figure out from this place of influence because it is. I'm not trying to
Mm-hmm.
figure out from this place of musical influence who I can use this influence over in the crowd and get to their room. I don't understand this stuff. Maybe it could be because I come from a different world, but I just
Mm-hmm.
and again, I have to keep on saying this. This does not equate perfectness. This does not equate no sin. This does not equate
Mm-hmm.
not getting it right. This doesn't equate that. What it does equate is when I decide to put on my work boots for God. I just I gotta pick. I gotta pick. Either I'm gonna be messy or I'm gonna be holy. I gotta pick one. When I stand for God, I gotta pick one. If I'm gonna tell a testimony, there has to be triumph. Until there's triumph, there's not. It's not a testimony. It's
Deliberation of
bro.
it. Yeah.
Until there's deliberation, it's only tea.
Right.
And the pulpit is not tea time. It's not tea time. Again, maybe in a closed circle, can you have these, one-on-one conversations? Such and such did such and such, and I'm, what, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't. Yeah, a closed circuit without a camera, but good luck. It's 2023. It's gonna be one somewhere. Whether it's a phone, whether it's a, whatever, it's gonna always be. You just right now in 2023, you just gotta watch what you say. Period.
You got to heal, cause
Well, that
I'm
part
saying
of it.
whatever's coming out of here is only coming out of here because it's here. It's the only reason it's coming out of my mouth is because it's in my heart.
Right.
And a lot of our hearts are too toxic to have a microphone. I don't know what changes this, Hearn. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'm.
I don't know what
Listen, I'm
changes
just
this.
happy that we were able to. I'm believing being fair, and I wanted to show the whole thing so people can understand from beginning to end. Because the initial video, it just cut to pieces. It was some edits, some bad edits, by the way, but it was edits, and it didn't show, what really happened, and I feel like it needed to be seen from the beginning to end, and now that people can, see what really happened, and like you said, right now, everybody is a free for all, but at least you understand. I just tried to be fair, so people be like, you didn't catch the whole context. We got the whole context.
I'm gonna
right
all I'm
now.
gonna say is I'm gonna do my best to highlight those of us that are doing the work and don't get a viral moment. Prayerfully, when we start pushing these stories of people that are doing what they should be doing, prayerfully we make those moments go viral as well. That's
They
that's
won't.
all I'm gonna say.
But I
That's
hear
all
what
I'm
you're
gonna say.
saying.
I'm gonna say with whatever platform God allows me to have, and I'm sure allows you to have, and you're doing what you need to be doing with yours. I will highlight what should be happening. I mean, even with
Right.
our Sumo TV launch, and I'm not trying to drop. That's not what this is about. But I'm just saying
No,
from
but
from a
I'm
very
interested.
real
Yeah.
perspective. I want to highlight people that are just going under the radar, being consistent, because it's not attractive. It's not. Hearn, showing up the way you show up to life every day is not attractive for somebody. It's boring.
Right.
But now, boring to one person is a husband to another person. But that's just the world we live in now. And the problem is, it's lopsided now. The people that would see a healthy life, they're overwhelmingly seen as boring. Until, let's take your narrative. Until you 3-4 kids deep. And now you want a man that's gonna hold it down. Not holding that down.
No, that's pretty much her. But
Not holding that down. That's how it is. And so people that are consistently, I see my brother, people that are consistently showing up to life every single day in a way that uplifts their family, their community, their church, their region. It ain't popular, bro, but I'm gonna do my best to highlight them, because I think the only thing that can outshine evil is light. And so we have to find a good way to highlight light.
Wow. That was profound. So I'm going to ask the people who watched, thank you guys for joining us. Did you enjoy the show? Hopefully you did. We had it was a pretty good number tonight, considering that we started so late. Now, I appreciate you guys for staying up with us. Me and Sumo, this our thing.
Herm about to call me right now, and we about to say all the things we couldn't say on here.
Actually, I'm gonna go to sleep. I gotta work tomorrow. But tomorrow, you better believe I'm gonna definitely hit you up. Though we gotta finish this talk. But I love you, Sumo.
You, boy.
I'm gonna let you go, man. All right, man. That was Sumo, y'all. That's my dude, man. I love him. Like, that's my brother from another mother. But I'm just gonna jump off of here. But everything he said was factual. We do have to do a better job as believers. We have to represent Christ. Our preachers, they need to lead, they need to teach, they need to empower. They need to be able to lift us up when we need to be lifted. They need to be the example, because a lot of us are going to face some real issues tomorrow. We're going to face some real troubles. Some people are going to get on our nerves tomorrow. And I'm here to tell you, you cannot get up and fight people. You cannot threaten violence. You can't do that. That's not what we should represent. Christ endured a lot, and he could have snapped his fingers and things could have happened. He demonstrated, how to do it, how to live, how to represent something greater than you. And I think that's the opportunity that was missed here. I think it was missed all the way around. This should not have been a Preachers Gone Wild, but it still ended up being. But anyway, I love you guys. And I'm going to continue the show on Monday. We do have the Lies You Tell Monday. That's going to be an interesting one. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be some more wild preachers going doing their things, I guess, on next Monday. But I do have one that you've never seen here before on Monday. It just got pushed back because of this situation. It's something that I touched on this past week, and it's a Preacher Going Wild about that. But they handled it pretty nicely. I don't want to give too much away. For Monday, but I do love you guys. And I'm just going to jump off of here. No music tonight, but I love you. See you Monday. Take care.